Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Crypto Queen Academy and Digital Wealth Academy. My name is Juliet, also known as Crypto Queen. So as we know, the purpose of this academy, the Boss Academy, is on capacity building, helping you to acquire values that will help individuals pay bills without leveraging on any family member support. So tonight, I welcome everyone who is in today's call, and to everyone who is joining us for the first time, all our newbies. I want to especially welcome everyone that joined us today, that made it possible to be part of this presentation. So I want to encourage each and every one of us who made it to this class to pay attention, because the value we are about to gain or benefit from, they are values that even when sometimes we'll get to pay for values like this and we won't get benefits of what we paid for. So I want us to pay attention and ask necessary questions where we need to. So I have on today's call Emmanuel and Newton, who will be anchoring us on today's Zoom. I'm not going to be the presenter. These two guys are the Forex gurus that we have that will be taking us subsequently for our Forex lecture. So they are very good and they know what they are doing very well when it comes to Forex. So I want us to also appreciate them and don't take this value or this opportunity for granted. So today we have just 3 topics, and these are the basics that we need to know before going into detail. So our topic for today is we'll be handling what is Forex/synthetic. So we decided to, well, you can't talk about Forex without talking about synthetic. They are both the same thing. So we have market participants as our topic for today again, and also we have tools traders need. So these are the topics we'll be handling today. Without wasting much of our time, I will be handing over to Mr. Emmanuel. So I haven't also forgotten the founder of Digital Wealth Academy. I don't know if you are here. We also recognize and appreciate your presence. So Emmanuel, I would be handing over to you now to kickstart the Zoom. Please, can you help me to raise your hand so that I will unmute you, please? Okay, thank you. So Emmanuel, you can take over now.
All right. Okay, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just type Y. Yes, or just. If you can hear me, just type yes. Okay, if you can hear me, just type yes. So Bishop, yes. Okay, Justice can hear me. Betty can hear me. All right, so Kenny, okay, you're welcome. All right, so I'm EJ Gibson, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, the E stands for Emmanuel, so I'm popularly known as EJ Gibson. All right, so thank you. So we're going to be looking at just, please, can you help me so I can share my screen? So we'll look at what is Forex.
Go ahead, you can share screen now.
Okay, I can share screen now, right? Okay. Okay, screen. All right. So we'll be looking at what is Forex. What is Forex, and then I'll hand over to my friend Richard. So we continue from there and just say some few things. So there's nothing really much about it. Like everyone is involved in Forex. Everyone is actually involved in Forex. First of all, I would like us to look at this disclaimer. Very, very important. If you can read it, you can read this. It's just a brief disclaimer. Just look at it and I'll just slide back. I wouldn't have time to read it, but just look at it. Okay. Yeah, whatever we're doing here is for educational purpose. Let's take note. All right. Please, can you all see my screen, please? Can you see my screen? Okay, so let's go. So what is Forex? Like we all are seeing here, Forex is actually, the word Forex is foreign exchange markets. Foreign is also referred to as FX. People call it FX or retail Forex. You know, or some people call it sports FX or just sports. Okay, so it's actually the largest financial market in the world, right? The largest in the world currently. Now, don't mind some write-ups here. We're still going to send some things out. So, okay, yeah. So currently, the market cap is 6 trillion a day. Yes, some people say 7.2 trillion. Why the total, like most people say, is at 6.6 trillion. But whichever one, it is the largest financial market in the world. So if you compare that to, you can compare it to stock exchange, like New York Stock Exchange. You can't compare that to it. So Forex is larger than that. So you look at it and you have to understand. Once you know that, okay, this market is very large, you know that, yes, okay, yeah, you know what you are dealing with. Then let's now what we're seeing here is now what then is traded in Forex. What is traded in Forex? What is traded? The simple, the simple answer is just is like money. We know that money is what is traded in Forex, right? It's money, funds, physical funds that are physical, but I would like call it spiritual. They are physical and somehow spiritual. So Forex is the simultaneous buying of one currency and the selling of another. So if you are buying, let's for example, now you are buying Euro USD, you have USD and you want to buy Euro, okay? You want to buy Euro. Simultaneously, you are selling USD. As you are buying Euro, it means that you are saying that USD is weaker than Euro. The same thing goes like for USD Euro or USJPY, anyone that was. So you are buying one currency against another currency. Okay. So now, because you're not buying anything physical, this kind of trading can be confusing, and it's true. Some people will be saying, some people that are not really, learned in such things. But I wonder what is traded. Some guys will say, but you don't touch anything. You don't touch any money. How come you are making money? So you are think of it as you are buying shares. You are buying shares in a particular country. Okay. So when you buy, let's say you buy Japanese yen. Okay, you are like buying the share of their economy. You are buying their share. So if the price of the currency is, let's say the price is, let's say the yen is going down, the yen is not really strong, it's going down. That means the value of your money, the value of what you bought, the value is really going down. So let's say you are traveling to, let's say you have about which currency would I compare now? Okay, let's say you are traveling to US. You're traveling to US, of course, you use USD. Before you travel to US, you have to convert some of your funds to USD, right? Yes, convert some of your funds to USD so that you can be able to use it over there. You can't carry Naira and then you say want to go to US and then using Naira. No, you have to convert it and use. And let's assume now that USD is now has fallen so much that our Naira is now bigger than it in value. I'm giving an example now. For example, falling so much, and let's say you have enough money. By the time you convert it to USD, you find that you would be in loss. You would be in loss. Because the USD currently, for example, let's say for example, is now lower than Naira. So you'll be losing. So this is why you knowing about the economy is very important. So Forex is like majorly everything has to do with the world economy. So it's not just about just money. It helps you. It keeps you up to date. with what is happening in the world. It makes you to know, okay, this is what is going. Because according to what people say money rules the world, right? He who holds the bag rules the world, right? So it's what people say. So it's what rules. So when you know what is happening, when you know, okay, the current value of this thing, of this country's currency versus this country's currency, you know, okay, which one is which one, and you know which you are going to go for. So in general, the exchange rate of a currency versus the other currency is a reflection of the condition of that country's economy. I've already said that, compared to the other countries' economies. Yes. Unlike the financial market, like the New York Stock Exchange, the Forex spot market does not have any physical location, or it does not have a central exchange. It does not have any point whereby you say, okay, I have to be like banks now. You go to the banks and no. Everything is done just with your phone. Things are now with your phone. Okay. So the forex market is considered an over-the-counter OTC. Over-the-counter OTC. Some of you must have heard this word OTC, but you don't know the meaning. The meaning of OTC means over-the-counter or interbank market. So due to the fact that the entire market is run electronically within a network of banks continuously over 24-hour period. I don't know if you understand. So let me quickly run through this little history. You know, like in the late 1990s, we had we have big guys, you know, big guys who, you know, if you observe those days, not like now that phones and other things, since the world has gone digital, or those days you find that if you have a broker, or yes, you have a broker where like you really make cool money. You really make cool money, because the guys that deal with stocks and all those things, they don't deal with small money. This is why they call them big money. If you come to Forex, the name they call those guys are big money. Like all those guys are, you know, control funds, you know, institutions and co. So the initial requirement in those days that you could trade only if you had about 10 or 15 million bucks, like $50 million. Start with, as at then, not now, as at then. Now, I think I heard that I think it's over $150 million. I think now the least you should have. I think I learned that. So if you have like $150 million, then you are welcome to the world of big money. Like you can be involved in what is happening. You have mouth, like you have mouth to speak. You can speak and you can put fund. Your money can move the market if you have that kind of fund. So, but in those days it was about $10 million, and then I think money had weight then than now. US dollar had more weight than now. So it was actually originally intended to be used by bankers and large institutions, and not by little guys, you know, retail traders. So because of the rise of the internet, online forex trading platforms or firms are now able to offer trading accounts or retail traders like us. So we are really very privileged. We are really very, very privileged to be at this time, because in those times, like I said before, it is only guys that have big money that trades forex. If you have the word forex, you don't even think about it, because then if you don't have up to $50,000, $50 million, don't hear forex. It's not for small guys. So, but now that the internet has become, you know, accessible, phone, and even a small child has phone, you can see. So you can even put $5. Some broker can allow you to put $5, even $2, and trade. You trade and raise that money to $10. So it's very possible, very possible. So now they have given people the privilege to be able to, you know, place trades, to place trades. So forex now is now for every single individual. Every single individual. So this is the things that you need to you have to know. And we know that what is traded in forex is actually funds, is money, like I've said. So lastly, let me just look at this, and then lastly I'll hand over to Mr. Newton so that you can. So now you can see my screen, right? Yes, I'm sure you can see my screen. So these are the most popular currencies that are being traded. These are the currencies that are being traded. Okay, these are the currencies that are being traded. Now, note another name for forex is spot market. Spot. You can call it spot because why? It's the word spot means at the spot. You know, if someone is saying spot, like it means now. How I put it? It means something that is happening like now, current. So is called, it can be called spot market, it can be called spot FX, it can be called FORE FX and so on. So a spot market is any market that deals with the current price. Just like for FX, is what is the current price, what is now, not what happened in the last 20 years. No, now. So now, which currencies are traded? We have USD, we have Euro, we have JPY, GBP, CHF, CAD, AUD, and NZD. So they're about these are the most traded currencies in the whole world, right? Now, USD, we all know is for US, and the currency, the name is called US dollar, and then we have Euro, Fiber, the nickname is called Fiber. We have JPY, Japanese yen, the nickname is yen. We have Great Britain, GBP, pound, the nickname is cable. Okay, we have CHF. CHF is for Switzerland. CHF, sorry, franc. So the nickname is Swissy. So you hear people say Swissy, Swiss franc. So the nickname is Swissy. We have CAD, Canada, Loni. The nickname is Loni. So someone can say Loni. So these are the names that they call it. We have AUD, Australia, and it's called Aussie dollar. Yeah, some guy saying Aussie. And we have NZD, New Zealand, and Kiwi. The nickname is called Kiwi. So these are the symbols that are used in Forex. So please, at this point, I think I have to hand over. So I think these are those basic things. So if you understood what I said, you can just hit the response. You can just hit the chats. Let's stop sharing. Let's go.
All right. So thank you very much, Emmanuel. That was really awesome. That was really awesome. That was powerful. You've been able to define what Forex is and what is traded in the Forex market and how large the market is. There's enough for everyone to go around. There's enough for everyone to go around. So permit me to quickly share my screen so that we can continue from there. All right, so leader Emmanuel has been able to walk us through what is Forex, okay? We now know what is Forex. Forex simply is just buying and selling of two currencies, you know, exchange and all of that stuff. We now know how big the market is. You know, that market is actually very large, 6 trillion, over 6 trillion. You know, six times bigger than the New York section. That's really awesome. Okay, we know the volume that is acceptable and can be traded every day. Okay, and we also been able to see that market has no physical location. Okay, it has no physical location. It can be traded anywhere because it's an electronic form of trading event, and it operates 24/7. So now, who are the market participants? Okay, since we now know what is Forex and what is trading in Forex, so who are the participants in this Forex? Okay, now we have what we call the retailers. That's you and I, who have just small chunk of the money, okay, to trade this market. We have the big boys, those who have the money. We call them the big boys. Sometimes we call them the market makers. They are the ones who, you know, move this market because they have that billions, trillions of dollars, you know, in this market. Now we have, first of all, we have the first set, which are the liquidity providers. Okay, these are the people, you know, that actually, you know, provide this liquidity for us. And then we have the banks. Okay, we have the banks, and then we have the retailers. Okay, and you know, we're able to assess this market through the help of the brokers. Of course, we're going to talk about the brokers briefly. So now, I just mentioned three major people, three major market participants in the Forex world. We have the liquidity providers, we have the banks, and we have we. Okay, and then we are somehow connected with the brokers. Okay, because brokers are the ones who help us, to have access, to the funds, to this to the forex market, because they are the middleman. They are the middleman, and they play that major role. In fact, they play that major role largely, in this financial market, because through brokers we are able to access, the financial market. So these are the market participants. Okay, we have the big boys, we have the liquidity providers, and then we have the retailers. Okay, now what are the tools? What are the tools needed, to be effective, to be able to trade this market? We have tools that would, help you trade this market, and these tools are actually meant for serious traders. Okay, because you have to be very, very prepared, because there's a lot of journey you need to make, so you need to be prepared. Now, the first tool we'll be looking at is trading view. It's called a charting system, a trading view, the Meta 4 and Meta 5. I'll be showing you briefly what trading view looks like. Some of us, I believe some of us are actually, used to trading view, or some of us know what trading view and Meta 4 and 5 is. I will just, for those who doesn't know, I will show you guys briefly what it looks like. So trading view is the first, tool you want to look at, you want to consider, acquiring. Okay, because trading view helps you to analyze the market. It gives you the view of what is actually, happening in the market. Remember when Emmanuel, our leader Emmanuel, said we have currency pairs that we trade. So you are able to monitor the activities, know what's going on around these currency pairs on trading view and MetaTrader 4 and 5. Trading view is widely accepted because of the varieties of tools that is available, on it. The large view and all of that. And you have access to use trading view both on your laptop and on your mobile phone as well. Same thing with your MT5 and MT4. You can actually use them on your laptop and your mobile phone. But as a serious trader who wants to really go far in this journey, I would advise that you start to, stay glued and start to know how to use trading view. There's going to be a full course on how to properly use your trading view, your MT4 and your MT5 in the course of our study. Now, I want to look at solid devices. Trust me, if you really want to be good with this game, you need a laptop. You need a laptop and a phone and a mobile device, to be effective, carrying out the activities that is associated with forex trading. You need a very, very good laptop and a mobile device. The laptop gives you a larger view of what of the market. You can see the market very well. You can be able to use your tools on trading view very well. Largely, while you can actually take your trades, you can monitor your trades on your mobile phone. You can as well use your mobile phone to also analyze. Okay, yes, of course, for those who don't have the opportunity to have a laptop, but a laptop is always an advantage. Okay, a laptop is always an advantage. So you want to put that into consideration. I hope you are jotting all of these things down because they are very, very important. So the next thing we'll be looking at, the next tool we'll be looking at is a trading journal. For an effective trader who wants to succeed in the forex market, you need to document all your activities. Yes, you need to document all your observations, the things, your mistakes, your wins. It will help you stay, focused and stay in course. Documenting everything, every experience, as it gives you that, like for instance, you might just leave your charts now, okay, and then maybe like you are occupied with one or two things and come back. You might not really, you might not be able to comprehend the last few hours of what you've been doing. But if you document all of the things, your activities down, so it will make it easier for you to pick up from where you left off. Okay, and subsequently over time, you see that journal, now becomes your reference book. Where you always run through when you make mistakes, you jot it down. So it's very, very important. In fact, a lot of traders overlook, documenting all of the activities, but trading journal is actually very, very, very important. So take note of that. Now, we want to go on developing trading strategies because you need to strategize. You can't just bump into the market as a trader and just begin to know. you need to strategize. You need approaches. Okay, we have lots of different strategies in the financial market. As you follow through with the academy, and you know that you're now grounded on your own, you will now begin to look at what works for you. Okay, it is not something or anyone will teach you. No, after all of the lectures, after you finish all of the lecture, you now, you know, so you can now look at the market. Okay, I think this system, this is what will really work for me. I think I want to develop a strategy from this angle, you know. So this is how these things work. Trading strategies, very, very important, essential to serious traders will need to have. And then we want to look at the brokers. This is one sensitive part of trading Forex, the brokers. You know, like I said, brokers are middlemen. They are the one that gives you access to the financial market, because you and I don't have that large chunk of money to be able to trade this market. So they are the middleman. Now, you want to be very careful. You want to be very careful, you know, with the kind of brokers that you, sorry, I went to pick up something. With the kind of brokers that you, that you pick for yourself, they must be a regulated brokers. Okay, we have regulated bodies that, you know, that regulate this broker. So we'll be talking about that more in the course of our study. But because there's a topic for brokers, so we'll be talking about more. So you need to be very careful with the kind of brokers you want to associate yourself with, because your fund is very important to you. Money doesn't really come easy. It doesn't come by easy. So you need to be very careful where you put your money, you know, so that these guys don't part away with your money. It's a very, very sensitive issue we're talking about here. Okay, it's a very, very, very sensitive issue. So you want to look at the brokers, you know, select. Now we have some variety of brokers we've listed here, and currently I trade with Derive and Anzo. Anzo is a very, very good broker, and that's why you see our leader Queen Juliet always emphasizing the need to pick Anzo. They have a very good spread. Okay, they have a very good spread, and the execution is very, very fast. And the services are just well over, and they have a very good record. Okay, if you go and look them up on there are some sites, you know, specifically meant for where you can actually look up the activities of brokers to know if they are doing well or not. In the course of discussing the broker part of our session, we'll look into that. Okay, so you want to look them up. You see that they are regulated with all of the bodies, you know, involved in the regulatory industry, and they have very good spread. Okay, they have very, very good spread, and they have a very good reputation. Your money is safe. Your withdrawal is fast. And what is even better than when you want your money now, you have access to it now, you know, quickly, in no time, in minutes. So Anzo is a very good broker. Then we want to also look at Derive. Derive is also a very, very good broker. I use this Derive personally, you know, for my synthetic trade and also for my currency. So you want to get yourself on board on Anzo for your currency. You want to get yourself on board Derive for your synthetic. Then optional, we have Fusion. So Fusion is also a very, very good broker. But currently, we tend to use these two for the time being. These guys who are good, they have a very good spread as well. But we use this to link in the group. We have the link in the group. If you've not signed up, you need to sign up now so that you be prepared, because
we can hear you. We can hear you.
This lectures.
Newton, can you? The network is breaking.
So as you learn, you can also. Sorry, can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Your network was breaking.
Okay,
And you were
yeah, I'm sorry about that. Where was the last place I was before my network strike, please? Can you? I was
Just go
talking
back
about the
to,
broker. So,
yeah.
yeah, so I was talking about broker. I'm sorry about that. Just my network that skipped. I know a network issue in Nigeria. So now like I said we recommend using Anzocapital for your currency tradings. Okay, because why? They have a very good spread. Okay, and their withdrawal is instant. Okay, and they are regulated with all of the regulatory bodies. These are the important things, because where your money is saved should be your concern. It's not like when you're working for monkey, baboon will now be eating. You know, that kind of stuff whereby you stress yourself, you've traded, you have profit, and now you want to withdraw your profit, you could not have access to your money. It's really a very painful thing. So we want to make do with Anzo, and we also want to look at derived for synthetic. You know, like I told you, Forex and synthetic are two they are two different things, but they operate on the same principles. So whatever it is that we teach on Forex also applies to synthetic. Okay, same different asset traded, but same way, same broker, same method, same interface. Think of anything. The only difference is that they just have two different pairs. Their pairs are different. So we are having a slight approach, but all of the things we'll be teaching in our Forex course applies to both. So we want to take advantage of these two markets, currency market and synthetic market. So it is really going to be an awesome journey ahead for us. Okay, and I'm super excited. I'm well over prepared, you know, to walk you guys through this journey. Okay, so I suggest that you take this academy very, very serious. Please take it very, very serious. And if you have not registered with the brokers, for your currency, please go with Anzo. For your synthetic, please go with Derive. Okay, it is going to be a very, very interesting journey ahead. So these are the things we have for tonight. We don't want to bore you with a lot of materials. We want to take it bit by bit so you guys can comprehend and then have deep knowledge of what we are discussing here. So we'll be using this avenue now to talk to us, to entertain questions. If you have questions, you can ask your questions, and I'll be glad to. We will be glad to answer your questions. All right. So thank you very much, everyone, for this opportunity, and I look forward to other classes ahead. So if you have questions, please raise your hand and let us entertain your questions. Back to you, Prince Juliet. You guys have questions? I hope you guys still hear me. Can you guys hear me? Please type in the message box if you can hear me. Okay, do you guys have questions? Do you have questions? Let's ask questions. Let's ask questions. Let's ask questions. Leader Emmanuel, you have your hands up. You want to say something?
I think his hand was up before when I unmuted him. So guys,
Juliet, sorry, somebody just asked a question. Can I take that?
Okay.
Yeah. So someone asked, why can't one use Derive to trade both Forex and synthetic? Because I use Derive for both synthetic and of course, you can use, if you already have an account with synthetic, of course you can use with Derive. Sorry, if you already have an account with Derive, you can use your account to trade both synthetic and Forex. All you just need to do is create your synthetic account, your DMT5 account in your Derive account, and as well create your financial. So you can always swap your funds in between both accounts. So yes, it's possible to trade both on Derive. All right, Mr. Justice, please can you ask a question? Queen Julia, please can you unmute Mr. Justice? He has questions to ask, please.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Justice.
Okay, I want to ask, in terms of technicalities, apart from making real-time profits, what are the limitations of demo trading over real account trading in terms of technicalities, analyzing the market and all that? Is there any difference, or is it the same application that
All right,
works?
so all right, thank you for that question. Well, your question should be, I think, should be left for when the academy start proper. But I will just give you a clue. The thing is, demo account is actually meant for you to actually carry out all you've learned and then develop your strategy. Okay. Now there are some approach you would need on demo accounts so you can have that real life experience. But to be very honest, demo accounts experience is different from the real life experience, if I may say. Okay, because the thing is, when you have your money, real money, when you put real money, that is when your emotions will get hold of you, and that is really when you can now say, okay, I'm ready for this. But demo accounts is just there for you to develop your skills over times, and practice and practice and practice over. But if you want to use demo account effectively, like you really want to trade demo account as if it's your real money, you have access to $10,000 when you sign up for demo accounts. What you do is take a trade against the market. Okay, take a trade. Now allow that money, 10,000, to burn. You can use a very big lot size. Let it burn down to, like, okay, say $200, and then close the trade. Okay, $200, and then close the trade. Now you will now look at that $200 as if you just found your account, real account, $200. Now you will now need to trade that $200 and then see how you can build that money over time. Do you get? So when you now begin, now you should take that trading, your demo account, take it like as if it's your real account, build it up. So that way, that's the only way you can have a bit of what a real account will look like. So every mistakes you make while doing that on that demo account, will affect your emotions. Will put you in check, so that by the time you now deposit your own real money, maybe from $200 up, or 200, 500, 1,000, whatever amount you're depositing, somehow you've been able to trade your mind, to master whatever, because you'll be developing your own strategies over time. Okay, so you've been able to train your mind to accept your wins and your losses. Okay, so when you now move on to real accounts, it won't have that much effect on you. So that's just the way to go about demo account and real accounts. All right, so any other question, please? I think we have like 15 minutes more to 9 p.m. Yeah, 1 hour class, 15 minutes more. Who else wants to ask questions? More questions, more questions. Okay, Mr. Ayon Uno. Yes. Queen, please, can you unmute Mr. Ayon Uno? He has questions too.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your lectures. I must say it's been wonderful. My question goes like this. Now, you've been using Anzo broker, you've been using Deriv. I want to ask, which of them is the best? Because I remember I actually was trading and I was using XNES. XNES dealt with me. The spread was something else. So Anzo and Deriv, which is the best? Because certainly that you've used the two, and
yes,
one should have an advantage over the other. And also, the second question is, now when trading, what's the take profit strategy you recommend? Because I think many times someone waiting for much gain it's always a challenge. So that's my question. Thank you.
All right. First of all, let me answer your first question. Or Emmanuel, do you want to say something?
Can I say something? Can I answer?
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay. The two broker he mentioned have the purpose they serve. You can actually trade Forex with derive, but and synthetic, but you can't trade synthetic with Anzo. So basically, for those trading Forex, we would recommend you use Anzo Broker because Anzo Broker has a very low spread. In fact, I've been able to compare the broker with other brokers that I've used. You mentioned one now. So their spread is quite good. In fact, I don't know whether I would say they are the best in the market. You can actually compare it with what you use because the way I look at these things is the way I compare these brokers. Maybe if I have $1,000 in Octa FS, I will have $1,000 in Anzocapital. Then I will open the same trade with the same broker and take profit at the same time. So that gives me a clear understanding and view of what the spread is all about. That's the simplest way you can understand the spread. So you use the Anzo to trade Forex. Then for synthetic, it is like what is recommended for synthetic is Derive. So I think Derive is a common broker everyone use. And what you need to trade synthetic is MT5, not MT4. So you need MT5, not MT4. And most of other brokers work with this Anzo broker. It works more better with MT4. So I don't know if I've been able to answer your question. You trade synthetic with Derive, then you trade Forex with Anzocapital because they have a good spread. We're only recommending it. It doesn't mean that you can't use any other broker. If you feel like you want to use any broker you want to use, there's no cost for alarm, but you can try to compare both spread and now understand why we are recommending the Anzo broker. So I don't know if I've been able to answer your question, sir. Please, can you let me know if I answered your question?
Yes, I think I'm okay with that.
All right, thank you.
First question.
Okay, so so Emmanuel wants to talk about a few things that will prepare our minds. So please can you unmute and let him just walk us through mindset.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, everyone?
We can hear you. You're on the road.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me,
Yes, we
please?
can hear you.
All right, cool. So I just want to say a few things about what we just started today, the Forex class we just started. Please, I would like everyone, even if you have knowledge before about Forex or somehow you started learning, please, I would like you to, I'm not saying you forget about what you learned, but try your best to, each time you come to these Zooms, get a special note for these sessions, because what you'll be getting, there are some things that we might just say randomly that will be of help to you. So make sure you come prepared. Don't come with a mind to learn. Don't come with a mind of the fact that you have been trading for 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years. No, come with the mindset of someone of a newbie. That is how to learn, even if you have known before. So even I myself and my friend Mr. Lucian and other, as we are teaching you guys, we are also learning. We are refreshing our memories of what we've known. So this is the best way. So don't just say this. Some people are not joining this meeting because they feel that it's just basics. They're waiting for when we start doing live calls and other things. No. Just always plug in. It helps you to recall. And also, secondly, I want you to know there's someone asked a question about demo account. Now, demo account, you can, it all depends on your mindset. It's all about your mindset. Now, some people may not really have the mind to even go live, even after you have learned a lot. Why some people don't even need to learn too much before they go on live? So these are two set of different people. So you look at yourself and weigh yourself and check and say, okay, where do I belong? Do I belong to this category? Or do I belong to, don't do something because of somebody else is doing demo trading for 8 months. I learned, there was one that told me that she did demo trading for 8 good months. 8 months for me is waste of time. But for her, it's good. It's like a glorious stuff. So you have to decide. You have to check yourself and say, okay, what manner of person am I? Am I a kind of person that have mind? Do I have strong mind? Can I do this thing? Yes. So this is what you must know. So it's not something that it's something that you have to decide personally on your own. Trading is 95% mindset and 10% skills. 5% skills. Sorry. So you don't have to know all those skills before you start trading. It's just all about having a large heart, a large mind to accumulate losses. So this is what I want to just say. And I'll be so happy to see everyone and more persons in the next session. Thank you very much. And Queen, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Newton.
So
You're welcome.
I would like to say something new thing. I don't know. So I want to also thank those Emmanuel and Newton that anchored today's class. Somebody was saying that he couldn't understand much of what was discussed today. Today is just like an introduction of the little that we have to offer. There's a lot to learn in forex market. So we are not expecting that today's lecture is enough to walk you through to trading. No, it's just that before we go into we usually like members to understand the basics. When you understand the basic, it's going to help you to be able to dive or manage or work or play around the market. If you don't understand the basics, so it's going to be difficult for you to understand what you are doing. So tonight's class is quite brief. We don't want to overwhelm you guys, but it's just a little, a tip of the iceberg, what we have to offer. So like I'm a crypto trader, but I realized that making profits in Forex is quite easier than crypto market, because when you analyze your chart, of course, technical analysis, we are going to learn about technical analysis. If you learn technical analysis in crypto, it is one technical analysis that governs both markets. So one technical analysis that you learn either in crypto or Forex is enough for you to trade. Once you understand technical analysis and understand the basics in Forex, you can go to Forex market and trade successfully. You can go to crypto market and trade successfully. So today's class should be an encouragement and or expectations for what we have in our next class. So I want to also encourage us to try to be part of all the classes that we are going to hold on Forex. At least there are common things that we need to know, how pips, lot size, all of those things we've not gotten. By the time lot size and the rest are treated, how to measure lot size with your amount, then after by the time all of these things are handled, you'll be able to go to the Forex market and trade and make profits successfully. So technical analysis works well in Forex, but it doesn't work well in crypto. So when you analyze the charts and whatever you're able to see in the chart plays out in Forex, we don't have much manipulators in Forex. Like one person does not control the market in Forex. Just like we see in crypto, one person that have a lot of fund can just come and decide to pump and dump the market, but we don't see such thing, as we know that Forex market is the most largest financial market in the whole world. It's the most liquid. When you talk about liquid, it has the highest fund in the whole world, and that is why you see institutions coming into Forex. There is literally no institution that is not trading Forex. They will not come and say they are not to you that they are trading Forex. Both banks, they are all involved in Forex. The whole world is involved in Forex. So it's the largest market. So it's enough to contain you and I. It's enough to welcome anyone that wants to trade Forex. So today, I just want to encourage us once again and appreciate our leaders. This is just a tip of what we have. For our next class, we will have a lot to learn that will walk us through this part of trading forex. Thank you once again,
Okay,
everyone.
hold on, Queen. Somebody asked a question here. He said, is it good to trade forex with AI if you found a good one, or learning to trade yourself is the best
Yes,
way?
let me answer.
Well,
We trade forex with AI, even crypto with AI. I'm not against trading any market with AI. But what I am against is trading financial market with an AI that is not working. So if you find an AI either for crypto or for forex that is working, it is wise enough to diversify. I can show you my trade. I decided to trade forex for some days now. There are good days I made profit, and as I speak with you now, there are a heavy, like I'm running good losses. So, and as I'm running good losses, I still have my own trading running in my AI. So I have an AI running for me, and at least as I'm trading, the days that I cannot make enough profit, I will now leverage. You leverage on AI to make your passive income continuous, because now you and I are going to trade with emotions, but an AI is not trading with emotion. Sometimes when you don't feel like you should enter the market, you enter the market because of emotions. But an AI will analyze the market and know when to enter. So I recommend a working AI. If you see, the reason I don't trade AI for crypto is because I find it hard to believe that a crypto AI work because of the way our market is manipulated. Otherwise, crypto AI should work. But why forex AI works better is because there is no manipulation going on in the forex market like we can see in crypto. So I recommend AI for a working AI for forex trading. Thank you.
all right. All right, so in the absence of no other question, I think this is where we draw the curtain for today's meeting. It's an awesome time. It's been an awesome moment spending time with you guys. And we at the Crypto Queens Academic and Digital World Academic appreciate your presence here, and we hope that you will be prepared for the next section. And I promise you, the next section is really going to be hot. You want to come here prepared. We have a whole lot of goodies prepared for you, a lot of juicy offers, opportunities prepared for you, and we hope to bring our best to you. Thank you, guys, and I say from here, good night.